for the U.S.
We got a dispatch training, how without any real experience with how to use right away. Right.
Yeah, over here. Oh. Yeah, I was telling us to use it as a thing. We just heard something's funny.
So where you got it?
Oh, yeah.
Seattle, we're doing it. We're using your dates, room, rate, and deal with the double trade. Steve Cosgrove is backing the show, and we are forming a whole new organization.
I bet all of you didn't know that story. Yeah, we're on. Okay. So yeah, this will be very informal. I just want to get a chance to talk to y'all. Todd, very similar. I know that you just like to engage and hang out and, have questions or all that. So before we even start, does anybody have any questions or any open discussion we'd like to have before we start with actually what we're going to discuss, or I guess attempt to discuss today?
I just have to say, Aviation Expo, I'm so thrilled it's a brand new aviation event, and it should just be an annual tradition every single year. I wish friends of mine could attend these shows, like from school I was at.
Yeah, no, for sure, and that's the way that we looked at it as well. And when we made our decision to take the show to Dallas next year, we looked at quite a wide array of factors, but the biggest ones being the accessibility of Dallas compared to Seattle. I'm sure many of you came from all over the country, especially East Coast, and then also the better price in Dallas, along with the free food that's included, or the included food, as Dave would like to say, not because it's not all free, you have to pay for it something fast. So there's that, but yeah, we're really excited, and it's been fantastic to see so many of you here, so we agree, and we definitely want to make it that way too. Okay, last chance before we start.
No, just a big thank you, man, because I know you put a lot of work into making this happen, and it has been a tremendous effort that has paid off, and a lot of happy people, as I've told you earlier, and your communication was superb, and I think every I was dotted and T was crossed.
Here, here.
Very well.
No, I appreciate that, everybody, and it's definitely been taught, and it goes without saying that, as I've told many of you, that I've put hundreds of hours of work into making this a reality. In the last month, I've been purposely waking up at 5 every morning, make sure that all these emails have been replied to, and that our coordination is there, and that we've talked with the hotel, and that we've talked with the venues, and that we're taking phone calls and all of it, right? So it's one of those deals that, I don't take it lightly, and I take it very seriously, making sure that we're all in alignment, and that, if I have a question about it, everybody probably needs to know. Where's the hotel shuttle? How do we get here? What's the schedule? Where's the easiest place to find it? All of that, and I feel very passionate. And being an attendee for a couple years of these big shows, I've seen what I think is good, and I've seen what I think makes, there's ways to make it more friendly for the attendees. So, and I'll be the first to tell you that there's so much here that I would like to improve. If I could have 100 of clones of myself in the marketplace right now, making sure that it's going okay, and over here making sure that our tours are operating, making sure that I got the bus, and I've had my hands in so many places here with the show. But I think that it's definitely a great foundation, and I think that we're definitely looking up, and I'm excited for what's to come. So it's been a bunch of fun, a great time. I think the tours have been amazing. Tours have been so much fun, and there's been so many great model planes and aviation memorabilia items in the marketplace. I think that's been great. I think we have some fantastic speakers volunteering at time. Todd, Brian, thank you all so much for doing this, and it's just been a bunch of fun. So I've had so much fun doing this. It's been great. We're gonna talk about how I built up CM Aviation, my digital brand, and it's been a bunch of fun. You know, I started my channel all the way back in 2017, so it's almost been 10 years now of hardcore CM Aviation. I've had, you know, other channels in the past, but there's quite a bit that I think works really well, and I've enjoyed, you know, building the community together, and I think that's been fun. So we're gonna go ahead and discuss how content, community, consistency, and authenticity can turn aviation passion into a recognizable platform. So there's quite a bit here, and as you can see, my path has been aviation first and then the brand.
It's not going to, like, if you decide to do something, like I did the,
would like to move some of these speaker sessions into a more consolidated format so they have as much exposure as they can. So like go upstairs or wherever on Friday night, have some sort of nice evening event, and then have, you know, Brian Keane talk for 20 minutes.
I have no thoughts. I just do what you guys do.
He's just running around, guys. So. Yeah. What else do we have?
And I really think that was a great tip that you gave for looking for the cheapest flights, because maybe I don't know, I might look at flights from my home airport to DFW for next year.
Yeah, get the best price, the best advice for the show next year in Dallas to get the best deals. Get there. The Americans mile redemptions are fantastic deals, so I definitely work there. And if you have a buddy or somebody that has American miles, just see if they'll let you buy them off, or let you buy them off them. But that would be the best way of advice for sure is the American mile redemptions, the best value.
Hey, we got somebody talking about it. Chris Lynn was here.
Hi.
Hello.
Guys. We were just talking about that bit on the.
Oh, hey, JJ.
That bag's gotta go with me. That blue bag.
Okay.
You just came in here to tell us.
Well, I just want to say that earlier, Connor let Dave speak a little bit about the origins, the backstory of this conference. And Dave gave both you, Chris, and Steve the biggest shout outs. And I almost teared up because, well, I got to tell you, Steve, and we haven't met yet, but as I've told Connor, this conference has transformed lives. And I almost started tearing up hearing Dave speak, because I understand that it really was the two of you stepping in to support this conference, that it almost didn't.
Connor put it together, then Steve and I came in after it was put together and made it better and made it what it was here.
Well,
and kept it going and got it going.
Well, Dave shared, and I don't think the rest of us appreciated it. I certainly hadn't. The financial risk that you took.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
We appreciate that. you didn't have to do it,
do you
and
mind
we're
if-
very grateful.
I've been doing shows for a number of years. The financial risk wasn't that big. I have a bigger financial risk when I do a show in Dallas in January because an ice storm will wipe you out. Okay? We didn't
I'm
have
gonna
that
say
problem
mine.
here.
Yeah,
We knew it's summertime in Seattle.
yeah,
Chances of an ice storm was slim.
yeah.
Yeah. And that's really, you know.
Volcano,
or COVID.
volcanic eruption, you know.
Yeah, or a
same
COVID
note,
or
same
something like
note.
that. So that's written into the hotel contract.
Okay.
So there's a way, and you take out insurance to cover you.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. One of the things you'll probably see do different, I've done these Aviation Career Days in Dallas, 'cause I had a retail travel store. So we'll do it differently than what we did this year. This year was more of a two-table job fair.
Yeah.
So we'll still have the airlines and those come in for their job fairs.
Yeah.
But as far as the kids go, or young adults, our Aviation Career Day here's what I did in Dallas. We had private pilot, NetJet, military, envoy, mainline. Same for flight attendants, same for mechanics, and the air traffic controllers. They're there in uniform. They are not making presentations. They're just standing around. Any kid can walk up to them and talk about anything they want to. We make sure we have females, African American, Asian, Hispanic, so that the kids can see themselves. And then talk to the pilots or the flight attendants. Kids are funny. As a parent, you can tell the kid that wants to be a flight attendant, they need to learn a second language. And you can tell them that for years. And what do you know? You're a parent.
Yep.
They meet the flight attendant because they want to be a flight attendant. The flight attendant tells them they need to learn a second language. Guess what? They suddenly want to learn a second language.
Because I gotta drive.
Well, Chris and Steve, thank you. Thank you.
So far, Kansas City is 2 for 4 on local teams that say, we had 4 teams based in Kansas City. We had Algeria and Lawrence, my town. We had Holland, England, and Argentina, and so far, one of the final teams
Yeah, England.
is in Kansas, from Kansas.
We'll
is
see how
based in Kansas.
Argentina does tomorrow.